Eric.
And Dr. Aggro.
From GigaBoots.com. And fuck that Bob guy.
Yeah, basically.
Is the name of GigaBoots podcast number 50.
With his job.
With his job.
Working that job.
I got a job he could work. Hey. Fellatio.
Bob's out there all day. Lift that box, Bob. Don't that lie, Bob. Yes, massa.
Push them pre-orders, Bob. Push them drugs, Bob.
Sell them stickers for Lou Gehrig's disease, Bob.
That was a different Bob job. Man, fucking... So one time, Bob worked at a pharmacy.
Okay.
I don't think I've told this story on the podcast. Bob worked at a pharmacy. People who listen and watch our videos aren't used to staring at Bob work at a job, so they don't understand his demeanor. But we had a contest as some sort of competition to sell the most stickers for Lou Gehrig's disease for donations.
Yeah.
And Bob knocked it unbelievably, ridiculously out of the park. And you know Bob. So we all concluded that they just thought he had Lou Gehrig. And they were all pity sales.
But like, Bob, you need to call head office and explain to them.
That you just misled a lot of people.
By existing.
Fucking the CBS pledge enforcement van is going to show up.
Like, at some point, did he realize
defraudment.
this and he started, like, shaking a little bit as he talked to people? Like, I'd like to donate to the Lou Gehrig.
Yeah, because the pressure of selling them was just making him tremble, I bet. And they're just like, oh, that poor soul. Yeah, I'll take 30.
Is trembling part of Lou Gehrig? I don't know. Let's just give him money.
I don't fucking know what it is, and he's not telling me, so I better not ask.
I'm
Because
gonna
he's
ask him.
start telling me personal stories.
Man, that's how geometry was for me in high school.
What? How?
I don't know what that is. I better not ask. 'Cause
Jesus Christ. So, yeah, in any case, welcome to GigaBoots podcast number 53.
We remembered the number this time.
Yeah, we did.
and named the damn thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're fucking batting 1,000.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. How you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty okay. I had a birthday. I'm 27 now.
You're 27. So we're all 27.
Yes.
Yes, we are now
Let
all
the ritual
27.
commence.
So how did your 27th birthday go? Did you...
I went grocery shopping.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you go crazy and convince yourself to quit your job, inevitably leading to your financial downfall?
No.
So very differently than mine.
different birthdays. Yes.
Okay. Very differently. Huh. How about you, Aggro? I wasn't around when... Well, I was.
What did I do? I think I just got drunk at home.
That's what he did the day after.
I did, yes.
It's like you celebrated the day after. You got drunk at home, played Final Fantasy...
Well, I had shit to do on my actual birthday, but the next day I had nothing, so, yeah.
Free schedule. Booze! Man, fucking... been playing a lot of games.
Yeah?
How about you guys?
I've been playing games. Not many, but a lot of those games.
A lot of those games, specifically. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and start with Aggro. Hey, Aggro, what you been playing?
Well, some son of a bitch was like, hey, I'm going to start playing Final Fantasy 14. And I went...
Sounds like a motherfucker.
I went, God damn it. That was it. That was the straw that broke the camel. Bear in mind, there are like 4 straws on that camel. That camel wasn't trying too hard.
The camel had many diseases.
That camel is a heroin addict.
Be that as it may, this was still the straw that broke that camel's back.
So you should feel bad, straw dropper.
I am the straw dropper. I decided for my birthday that I would assume another crippling MMO addiction and get into Final Fantasy 14 on the PS4.
You're like, 27? I am not throwing my life into a pit fast enough. Let's play an MMO.
But it's so pretty.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's a really pretty hole that I'm throwing my time into. It's bleached.
but it's a video game.
It's got flare effects.
Okay.
Actually, the amount of particle effects you're seeing, toned down.
Oh my, really?
For PS4, really?
From original design.
No, I remember just being in like the desert and just wandering around, and like the daytime shifted and the lens flare happened. I went, oh shit.
The lens flare is awesome. I'm thinking of Guild Wars.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Where like they released the alpha and everybody's like, turn that shit down.
Oh yeah,
this
you
to
can't.
run.
You couldn't see anything.
Right.
Not
Oh
even
my
just
God.
to run. Like, it ran, like, fine depending on your machine. You just... The things started popping off, and you're like, where am I? Where is anything? Please
Right.
help me.
In Final Fantasy, it's only a couple of classes, really. Like, everybody has awesome light effects and flares and
yeah.
shit. But archers do fucking crazy particle effects all over themselves, and you can't see you anymore. And black mages, you hit them with Fire 3, and it's like Ring of Fire, and then aerial explosions everywhere, and shit's just gone.
You press a button, and everything disappears for a little bit.
See, I actually haven't played it. I don't even know that I've seen it on PS4, but I get constant Twitter updates on Final Fantasy 14 escapades from someone I follow. So, you're back in.
Yep.
How's that treating you?
Well, I remember sitting around thinking, because I went through the list, like you have to every now and then, like, do I want to play an MMO again? I want to play Final Fantasy 14 again. Huh.
Yeah.
That's the one I wanted to play again.
Out of all of them?
Like Guild Wars, I'm sorry, but your plot. And Wildstar, I don't know what my problem was with you or why I don't want to play you again.
Yeah.
Because Wildstar was great.
That's what I hear from people. There's just this vaguity, weird vagueness of like,
Yeah.
There's sort of a lack of connection, I think. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's that
it
new
just doesn't
IP
click.
thing. Yeah, there's not
There's a lot of coolness there. There's a lot of familiarity from it basically being a WoW skin.
Yeah.
There's just something missing.
It's kind of like that Strider game that came out on PS4, Xbox One, and PS3, and 360. It's like, what's wrong with the game? I don't know. I'm swinging a sword and it should be really awesome, but it's just, I'm bored. Explain yourself. Have you been playing anything else?
I have finally gotten...
Well, wait, real quick, before we move on, sorry. What server are you guys playing on?
Adamantoys.
Okay, just in case anybody wanted to join our server.
If you want to, leave a comment on here if you want to play Final Fantasy 14 with us. It'll be great.
Yeah.
You
can come roll with us while people throw us unsolicited free company invites every 5 minutes.
Maybe we could start our own fucking free company of GigaBoots.
I don't think I've got the gill for that shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't... Yeah.
If somebody wants to come over and bankroll,
Bankroll a GigaBoots.
We will roll shirtless cat girls for you.
No, that you told me that already exists.
Oh god, yes. I can't remember which free company it is on Adamantoys, but it's I think it's Company 13. Every time I've seen one of its members, it has been as shirtless a cat girl as they can make it. Bikini bottom, that belt that looks kind of like a mini skirt, and the smallest bikini top they can.
they know what they like.
Right? I'm like the first couple times it happened, I'm like, man, these guys are kind of. But then, like the 8th time it happened, I'm like, these motherfuckers have a plan.
they have a plan, and I'm just gonna see it through.
They have a platform, they have an agenda, and I am all for it.
What was it?
We can't throw a wrench in this. The PR marketing plan was set up months ago. And
The first guild I saw on that server was named FFXIV, Final Fantasy 14, and I was talking to Steve, I'm like, that is just the dumbest shit ever. He's like, they are the most advanced completionist, no shit, what's that term for rating guilds that are at the edge of content?
Shit.
Progression. So they are the most advanced progression rating guild in the game. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, I'm playing a Japanese MMO.
Oh, no.
so what else have you been playing?
I finally, like, after the flu and my car fucking itself over and the family shit and Christmas and all of the fucking fan fiction.
Dude, oh, right, because you just got out, what was it, Cywolf's fan fiction.
Yeah, I finally, because I had like 2 pages to go, lying on the couch going, damn it, I have to do this.
Be human.
And falls back asleep.
Right?
I finally got to play Dragon Age again.
Yeah.
And like your life isn't complete until you just roll around with Sarah and Iron Bull.
It's a good combo.
Yeah.
It is real good.
Sarah, there was a woman, a person behind those tits. Yeah, way behind.
Huh.
Yep, she's the one I'm trying to nail.
Yeah, okay.
Godspeed.
I think you're like, no, you're on Twitter like, no, Iron Bull, we're not here to fuck that. And I just want to be like, no, you're wrong. Iron Bull is
You're
here.
Because he's
not
like, oh,
here.
boss,
Iron
tell me
here.
we're going to fight that. I'm like, he called me boss. Where'd that dragon go? We're going to fight it. He was
Yeah,
gone.
he is here to fuck that dragon.
Sorry. Anime Club.
Yeah,
Back in
okay.
high school.
Yep.
We were having an art contest one day, and like we'd lay them all out on school desks, and we would walk by and look at them gallery style. And one of them was this like 4-panel comic where it was I think it was fucking Marth and Roy or some shit. You know, they were like, well, we've crossed the plains, we've done all this, we've finally arrived. Yes, we are here to rape that dragon. Dragon.
See, that was always just a running joke that I did. That was the first, like, that is the first time I heard the origin of that, because anytime there has ever been a like, picture or photo of someone like pointing in the distance,
Yes.
you guys have always captioned it, we're here to fuck that dragon.
Because
Because
they are.
And now someone finally is again.
Great. And for real, I think he probably does.
Yeah, he probably if he could get a grip on those haunches.
Well, it doesn't need to be alive.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
But yeah, Iron Bull, Black Wall, Sarah. That is the team. That is it.
Cool. You've been playing anything else?
My roommate Ro bought. It's not just Civ 5. It's Civ 5
Beyond Earth or something?
Beyond Earth. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like that game. Because she loved Civ. She's like, oh, this is great.
I think
So-
it's like a Steam free weekend.
yeah, it is. So she played it. And she's like, that game is dark and scary.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And she's describing to me the shit she's dealing with, like ground worms and fucking a mist. They're like, oh, if you go in the mist, you're going to start taking acid damage. And none of this sounds like Civ. What the fuck are you playing?
Yeah, what was it? The people who made Civilization made another space turn-based strategy or
Yeah.
real time. And they
forgot what it was
didn't
called.
own the rights to that. They only owned the rights to Civ. So then they called this one Beyond Earth. And it is basically that other game. So everyone comes in expecting Civ.
Uh-huh.
And
Was it Alpha Centauri? No. What?
it actually, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I think
Okay.
it is. I think it is. Could be wrong, but for all intents and purposes, let's run with it.
Sure, great.
So, yeah, they come in expecting Civ 5 and then Poison Mist that burns off your flesh. and
Nice.
terrible things, yes.
Because I remember at the end, I'm like, that doesn't sound like Civ. That sounds like Alien Swarm.
I heard the biggest, like, well, not the biggest problem, but like a disappointing thing was that the factions are kind of faceless. Where before with Civ, you have like Gandhi, who's a motherfucker, or
Right.
George Washington, like historical figures that you can go, okay, you put a face to it.
Yeah.
But with the Beyond Earth, it's like just corporations and factions, and there's no real like connection to
Fucking
it.
my roommate's scrolling down. Who's Suleiman the Great? I'm like, get the fuck out of my room. We're done. You're not playing Civ with
We
me.
aren't friends anymore.
It's the lemon.
Put salami.
Lammy.
Salami the tasty.
Salahuddin.
I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm okay with throwing an inordinately large amount of time into a game. Maybe I should get back into strategy games. Well, it was Lazy Game Reviews. Guy just did a review of some DOS turn-based strategy game that is like, what was it? Europa
Universalis?
Something like 40 hours to complete a match, small setting.
Welcome to Land Wars in Europe.
Yep. He's like, it's just great. And I'm like, how? You're just 80?
Hell?
What?
Now we've got all these fucking giant metal ships and planes, and it's step one, fight that country. Back then, it's fucking step one, get to that country. You may have to go through Belgium.
And getting to that country involves steps 1 through 80 of feeding that
yeah.
thing.
Now that the diplomacy phase has ended, we move on to new rulebook. God damn it.
Making
Across
sure your
between-
entire army doesn't riot and start raping and pillaging every village you come across.
A cross between StarCraft,
Crusades.
Civ 5, and Oregon Trail.
Fucking the Sibs Napoleon.
Man, that was another game That reminds me of another game I was like, man, I would be interested in playing that now. Sims. I haven't played The Sims since about 2003, and that was the PS2 version. They added pools back into Sim 4.
Oh, yeah?
So hopefully you can still remove the ladders and let them swim themselves to death. I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but...
I get the feeling the sim would just you'd climb over the edge, look at the camera, and flip you off.
Asshole.
I kind of want to ask the Maxis developers, like, how do you feel like at least 50% of your user base uses it as a murder simulator?
They probably feel somewhat okay with that, given how the marketing was done behind The Sims 4. There was a lot of death talk of like, oh, here's some personal stories about these people, and then, oh, this guy has a heart attack at the party, and then death takes him.
But that wasn't orchestrated,
That's
by
true.
some sort of
That
creepy
wasn't like
puppet master.
taking the stairs away from the second floor with only the toddler in a bare room and building a gothic stone wall around him until he learned his lesson.
Have you seen that Twitter account that just reads off patch notes with no context or anything? Some of the Sims ones are fucking incredible. Baby will no longer spontaneously combust. Like, you know it's The Sims because it's just like, what other fucking game?
Yeah.
God damn
It
it.
sounds like they removed a feature.
Right? And that's how it feels. You can no longer accidentally delete the ladder from the pool. God damn it, guys. That was a feature. Fucking get it straight. But yeah, in any case, you've been playing anything else?
No,
Aggro?
I think that'll do it.
Man, I really wanted to check out Beyond Earth. I still haven't seen it. I've just been hearing about it. Eric.
I've been playing things. First, Tales of Hearts are since last game. It got to the point where the plot happened and was better. I talked about it a little bit with you and Bob before, but last time it was just kind of like meandering,
Anime
not so great,
bullshit.
anime bullshit.
Yeah.
And then Ancient Aliens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. I'm not, like, in terms of spoilers, like, it alludes to it a little bit, like, stuff's going on, like, in the beginning, but there are surprisingly more robots than I thought there would be. And
That's
Aliens.
always good in your JRPG.
Yes.
So, yeah, and the combat system finally kind of kicked in to a certain point, like, I can enjoy this now.
Okay.
And, like, the skill progression was interesting, and I actually got enough characters to care, and people stopped kind of being shitbags, except that one brother guy who's still a shitbag.
Right. You have to have the shitbag.
Yeah, no.
The problem is when you hit shitbag saturation. Girls, bravo.
But, I'm ultimately kind of enjoying it. I kind of went on a bit of a pause. I'll probably get back to it in just, like... I'm trying to think. I was about to say, when I'm done with Final Fantasy XIV, it went, wait. Something about that
Come
phrase
join me in
doesn't-
Endgame.
doesn't
Now
sound
that I have an interconnect connection that isn't complete bullshit,
Oh, yeah?
and I don't have to, like, hang on a second, guys, turn my phone's hotspot on to play for a dungeon,
Jesus.
I will be unstoppable.
Oh, yes. And now I finally got
Playing
better at
them
it, too.
off your phone.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah. Dude who's been on the stream before, James Gilmore. Jimmy G. Or, as he's known on Twitter, Jim Ratgazer. He back in the day, he had Windows Mobile OS.
Yeah.
Like, with the QWERTY keyboard on it and everything. He would set it as a Wi-Fi hotspot at his security job and play WoW from the security booth.
Last thing I will say about Tales of Hearts is that it takes a long time to get to that point, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay now. It's pretty good. Like, I'm enjoying myself, but it took, like, so many hours. 20 no.
Oh, what's that called?
Basically, if this was on PS1, it would basically took me the first disc to care about the game. I kind of had to push myself through.
It's not the sunken time thing. It's the one about hazing. What is that called?
I don't know.
Where, like, the more you have to go through to get into a group, the more you will value being a part of the group.
Oh, shit. Fuck. God damn it. God damn it. I should know the name of that.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Anyway, so then Final Fantasy XIV.
Right.
That game, I played it a little bit actually before, like closer, like a couple years ago on PC, and I enjoyed it. But like having to basically relearn how to MMO with controller is a really unique experience.
Yeah.
And it feels actually really good, especially just the way it's set up here, where it's really smart in how many you basically have. You can set up different like skill. It's hard to explain,
but it feels good.
You hold down the L2 or R2 buttons, and you basically unlock skills. You press either any of the directional buttons or the face buttons to do skills, and that's at any point. And you can set up multiple, like up to 8 sets of those for both L and R. So you can basically have an entire MMO skill bar on 2 buttons,
Cool.
So you can switch back and forth, and moving around feels great. The game is super pretty. Everything it works really well. I don't know, as a 3D action game, it's fun, and it has an MMO structure, which feels real good. Yeah. Now, the thing I want to say, I was playing with Aggro the other day, and he was explaining, like, I didn't want to jump back in after this long into one of my, like, little 20 characters. I went, no, I'm just going to make a new character. And I made a lady tank person. With wearing armor, and you had commented, see that armor? Yeah, women have armor in this game. It covers them. It's weird. It keeps going throughout the entire game. And yeah, I'm noticing that. It's pretty cool up until that point. The very next armor set,
oh god,
was chainmail bikini.
Oh damn it!
And I was like, you son of a bitch.
I never run across it except for what looked like vanity items. All the dungeon armor, everything I'd seen had been actual armor.
Nope, full on bikini with a little leather straps over it. Just bikini bottom and like high boots, and that's how I ran.
Oh shit! I had that same outfit on a guy, so
yeah,
it was.
It's not quite as, but yeah, and I was like, you son of a. Of course, the very next one was full plate armor, but still.
Well, see, I think since I had that same outfit, that wasn't like, oh, you're a girl. That was, you're a gladiator.
Oh yeah. Definitely looks more gladiator-y on a dude, but on a girl, it's just like, hey boy.
I do love how much actual armor there is in this game.
But yeah, no, the very next armor set I got was just full on, bam, nice. I am completely covered. I'm gonna fuck your shit up. And I look awesome, by the way. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. I am a sexy bitch.
Like, I had an eye patch at one point. I looked like the bastard daughter of Captain Harlock. It was pretty good.
Eye patches abound in this game, especially for the melee classes.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Awesome.
It's like, how best to cover my head and face? I know, eye patch.
For a lot of those levels and casters, they give you glasses.
Oh, okay, great.
So awesome. Or that creepy wooden mask.
I don't. Yeah, it's like, and you were saying like all like the black mage armor, all like the heads are
the
all, like
hood,
at least
like,
covering one eye. Like, that doesn't seem like it's useful. I don't.
It's a magic thing.
Okay, great. It's like the magic eye of what's the fuck.
What's a fuck?
What's a fuck?
His name kind of sounds like that.
Yeah. Well, actually, apparently, and I chose a really good time to get back into it because they're releasing extra like super patches in preparation for an expansion.
Yeah, so supposed to be like a new job.
Like Thief, I think, and there's Thief as one of the disciples of war or something, like one of the underclasses, and then one of the jobs I think is Ninja or now. But yeah, no, that and right into that and more dungeons, more like everything. It's like that, and it was like it's on sale now for $20 if you have PlayStation Plus. So yeah, it's I was like, I can do this for $20, and you get like a month of free subscription. Thank you.
And I was like, do you have one character per world? Yeah. Well, then it's only like $13 a month instead of $15.
Yeah.
But the person I was talking about on Twitter who tweets about Final Fantasy 14 all the time.
Yeah.
They tweeted about those super patches you were just talking about, and they're like, "Oh yeah, upcoming DLC, so they're doing all these super patches with cool content and stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." And the next tweet up was like some site that somebody retweeted into, because I actually don't follow that many gaming sites in my Twitter feed. It's just garbage. In any case, it's about Destiny's DLC, and it's a review of it, and those two next to each other, and I was like, that's just not.
But yeah, no, that's the thing. This game is saved by one man. Yeah. If you don't know, like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck,
that
like,
story.
for everyone
Was that
else.
the original 11 guy?
Yeah, the same guy.
Yeah.
He did like they fucked up 14 in the initial thing. He came on and went, "What the fuck is this shit?" I was talking with him about it last night, and was just like, he is basically, he became the anime villain of this game. He went, "The only way to save this world is to destroy it and start anew," and it fucking worked, and it was amazing.
But it is remarkable how much that worked, because I know my Twitter feed had no one fucking playing that game the first time it came out.
Oh yeah, no, it was a
Yeah.
hot mess.
That was what got me interested, because they're like, hey, they remade the game, they're calling it a Realm Reborn. Okay, that's cool, they remade 14. Then Steve explained, like, no, yeah, like, it's still one persistent game world, except everything got wrecked when nobody could play it because of how broken it was.
Yep.
What? Yeah, remember that war? I do. We lost it.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome that just they remake the fucking world and they're like, oh no, it's canon. That shit's dead. Like, that's so cool. I was like, oh, that's great. Honestly, part of me is just like, most of my enjoyment out of Final Fantasy 11 was how pretty it was. So every time I see pictures of this, I'm like, ah.
I'll let you. I'll bring over my.
No, don't.
It's scary.
Don't.
Too scary.
Here, Dan, play an MMO for 2 hours.
You know.
That's sick.
You know what?
The first one's on me.
There's a free demo.
Hey, you. You cut that out.
I'm serious. There's a demo. You could do it.
Calm down, Satan.
Here's the last step, Dan. Ruin your life.
You know how you have no money?
You think you have no money. Just wait. You'll have unmoney. You will have fewer organs and still not enough money.
I gotta run the deep hole, man. I'll suck your dick.
Fucking new tier shows up on Patreon. I'll suck your dick.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
The description just says, read the title. Just Warkana pays it. I'm like, wait.
Who's dick?
But you don't. I'm
Is this
just
like a
gonna take
proxy
this
dick?
as an admission that you're a dude. Like, that's how I'm gonna work this out. Unfortunately, that also means I have to suck your dick.
Or it's like some weird, because I think she like Britain or something. Like, it's spotted dick. You have to get spotted dick.
Spotted
Yeah, she's
dick.
an
Fuck.
Fuck! Can I suck an actual penis, please? No. I don't know what spotted dick is.
I haven't tried
I
it.
feel like it's a meat dish.
I believe it's some kind of sausage thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
And the title as appealing as it is. Have you played anything else?
Other than various free shit on Congregate. No.
You do that during your job, don't you?
Sometimes, yes.
Okay. I was just...
Most of them are idle games of varying
Oh, you play
qualities.
idle games? Me too. My favorite is Project Diva F
Go
with Hatsune
fuck
Miku.
yourself.
The joke here is idle and idle.
No, I know. I'm just... You think you know a guy. And then he drops some shit like that on you.
Let me be perfectly straight up here. The reason I will never buy one of those games is because they're full price, and that's bullshit. If the full game is me pushing a couple of buttons and watching a retard dance, that should be $20 at most. They're like, $60, please, and no, we didn't translate it. Hope you can read the subtitles while you look at the button commands. And I'm like, yeah, no, fuck you, Sega.
I will reiterate that statement. Fuck you, Sega.
So how's 14 treating you? Is it nice that you can just play it
I know, right? It's
Isn't
a game
that
that I can
incredible?
play and that they released.
in your region?
In my region.
Incredible.
And don't actively block IPs from this country because they're shitbags.
Man.
I have things to talk about next news segment.
Okay, so I will get through what I've been playing after the slight correction. So there's a correction I need to make to 2 podcasts ago when we did Game of the Year.
Yeah.
So I actually only have 2 Games of the Years. It is.
He's found a way to talk about Smash even more.
Oh
Yes.
my god. Someone stop him.
Smash Bros on Wii U is number 1.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do 3. Sorry. Smash Bros on Wii U is number 1. Infamous Second Son is number 2, and Towerfall's number 3.
I will accept this list.
Infamous Second Son was really, really fucking good, and its major crime was not being longer. I think its largest defense was that, because the story wasn't great, but it was the best one in Infamous. The powers were a lot more interesting than they were in the second one and the first one. And even though there were some climbing ability issues, it was still... You had the mobility options to make that completely tolerable, where Neon could run straight up walls. And, you know, when I played Infamous, that really gave me hope for the PS4. Like, it was really great to just play that and be like, this is fucking future. Later in the year, when everyone's like, The Last of Us Remastered and Grand Theft Auto 5 are the most next-gen looking games, I'm like, you guys forgot Infamous, didn't you?
And that's Infamous's lot in life.
Yes, and it's terrible. And Towerfall was kind of the same thing, where it was like, it gave me more confidence in the PS4, and it's just being like, this level of game is totally cool to just be here and do couch, multiplayer, which really died out last gen. We didn't have enough games that were just 4-player, fun-to-play things. And those two gave me a lot of confidence in the PS4, and then that was just... It waned later in the year because nothing but Grand Theft Auto and The Last of Us Remastered and Drive Club came out. Oh, and Destiny. But we know how Destiny went for Dan.
Yes.
This is how sick my life has become. I went, hey, that new DLC came out. Power creep, ergo, platinum is easier. Dan, what's wrong with you?
Speaking of platinum, I noticed Final Fantasy XIV has a platinum. Yeah.
If you're the sickest bitch.
Yeah.
I hadn't even considered this. I mean, I hadn't considered it because putting a platinum on an MMO is an act of evil.
It is. If I'm not... I could be wrong, but I think the PS3 and the PS4 are also separate lists.
Son of a bitch.
So you could double platinum it.
Double platinum.
To be the sickest
I looked at the trophy list. Most of none of it's really difficult. All of it's basically time consuming, like craft 1,000 things as this profession.
Lose 10 years of your life.
More or less, yeah. So
I figured there'd be a lot of crafting.
A lot of crafting, a lot of like just do a bunch of quests, guild quests.
Get everything to this level.
That's kind of how normal Final Fantasy trophy sets actually turn out too, it turns out.
Do 1,500 guild levies. I'm playing a re-release of 10, guys. I don't...
What the fuck is your deal?
Play Blitz? No.
No.
I might even let you finish that sentence. Trophy.
One day I'm going to YouTube a tutorial on how to actually play that fucking game and then go play it.
And then just wreck face in it.
In 13, there's a trophy that's like, craft absolutely every possible weapon. It's just like, that's a gigantic waste of time. Fuck you.
Just want to email the developer, no.
Subject, no. Body, no. Signature, no. Yours, no, Lee.
Subject, fuck. Body, no.
Fuck no. P.S.
Sincerely, fuck no.
Basically, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to... I felt like, since I've gone back and played First Light, which I'll talk about in a moment here, I felt like Infamous Second Son needed more recognition, and my list was obviously a joke list anyways. In fact, that patch... This is where I come out as a total fucking...
joking at the time.
This is where I come out as a complete asshole. I'd even played the patch version of Project M that I listed as my third favorite game of the year. That came out way after I was playing Project M. I'm the hugest asshole. So, in any case, First Light, have you guys been playing it?
I hadn't played it since last time I talked about it on the podcast, really.
I think you... What was it? You hit the training or the combat
I did the first
thing?
Combat arena and
just sort of went,
turned off by it.
Yeah, the weird
because I went into it like going like I want to do this like open world, do powers, do missions thing.
Yeah.
It's like here's a closed off arena. Okay.
Yeah, see, they do pretty well to only like you have to go back. You do it 3 times total, but it's spread out over several hours, and you don't spend that long in there each time. It's maybe 10 minutes at most. But even still, you're totally right. It's a buzzkill.
Yeah,
it was for me too, and I'm actually into that sort of thing. The combat arena experience. Yeah. It's just I don't think it should be cock blocking the narrative in the way it was. It was also kind of shoehorned in the whole like Okay, how far have you gotten, Aggro?
I beat First Light.
Okay.
Like, I bought it when it came out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I had a completely opposite reaction. They're like, here's an arena. My dick is so hard right now.
I love the arena. Once I finished the normal part of the game, I went in, like, I platinumed it already, First Light, just in one night. In fact, this last night, I've been up 22 hours. So in any case, that look on Eric's face of concern, of just like, oh, Daniel.
What are you doing with your life?
I also kind of tapped out Race the Sun on trophies. The next, next most practical trophy was get 5 million points. I'm like, I'm good at you, game. I'm not that good at you. Fuck that.
What?
But yeah, the combat arena is absolutely great. In fact, the cool thing about First Light, and I feel like a large problem with Infamous Second Son, was that there were over-constructed boss battles in a game that's combat system doesn't seem well suited to take on one complex opponent and much better for taking on mobs of opponents. Because in the combat arena, you fight 20 or 30 people at some points, and you have crowd control moves and things like that that really deal with that well. Whereas when you're fighting the final boss of Second Son, and the second final battle for me personally, it's so frustrating when you get caught up on geometry and you end up running up a wall when you were just meaning to boost. All sorts of things like that had me cursing and yelling at the game when I played through on my hard difficulty run. And the combat arena is really, really fun. It has lots of dynamic elements that I really fucking enjoyed. First Light's good. Like, overall, how much was that? 15?
I think so.
Yeah, it was like 7 hours of game, maybe 8. So
yeah, those guys are really good about that. I remember when they did right for now. Infamous 2.
Yeah, PS Plus, it's free, so...
Yeah, so hella worth picking up. You got nothing to lose.
Pick that shit up.
I was oddly a lot better at the arena version where I was rescuing hostages than just killing people.
I saw your fucking score.
Yeah.
You're still higher than me on the rescue one.
I did really well at the rescue one.
Fucking 2.4
I had a fucking rhythm.
Here's how fucked up I am. I got to 1 million before I realized you touched the hostages to save them. So I'm running around with 4 to 5 hostages all on the field simultaneously. And I'm just trying to save them all.
Nice.
And then I realized, and I'm like, oh, it'll be much easier. My score actually didn't go up that much after I realized that. It only went up about 400,000, so 1.4. Whereas you're like 2.4, you're like, man, fuck this shit.
I only ever did one run of it. That's how well that went for me. I was
God
like,
damn.
yeah, it lasted so long. I'm like, well, fucking, I'm good for a while.
I guess I'm just incredible. Or maybe this is the...
Over and over and over with the whole screen's fucking black and white. I can't see shit. I'm like, oh, god damn it. Not like this. Boost away. Not like this. Okay. All right. Oh, my super's charged.
Yeah. She has a move called the Singularity.
Yeah.
Where she just curves like a neon ball, tosses it into the sky, and every enemy on the map flies into it.
Okay.
And a giant neon explosion
Great.
consumes them.
Found out. Not every enemy on the map.
No.
You gotta kind of aim that shit.
Yeah, because there's some asshole behind you still shooting you while you're just like, hey, 1 second, I'm being animated.
And I do like fucking the whole neon running jumping thing.
Yeah.
It's one of those video game abilities where I really love how, yes, it's easy to use.
Yeah.
But if you take the time to master it, to aim it properly, to get like in windows and shit, it's just so gratifying.
Yes. Infamous Second Son is so fucking good. It is a tragedy that more people didn't play it. I feel like if it came out later in the year, a lot more people would have picked it up because the PS4 was selling really well all throughout the year. Yeah. Hope they announce a new project soon. Just because they had some layoffs. Don't want this to be another...
Infamous Third Son, Tatooine.
Get out.
You know you want those guys to have a Jedi conduit.
No. No.
I think it's just called a Jedi.
No. Jedi conduit. He's fucking. He has like if Jedis were water. So like this guy has water powers. Well, this guy has Jedi powers. He's not a Jedi, but he has Jedi powers. So he like shoots force choke out of his hands.
Oh, okay.
And like when he jumps,
he's not
wings,
a Jedi, but he has Jedi
full
powers.
wings, Jedi themed powers. Wings made of lightsabers.
I was about to say, if it walks like a Jedi and quacks like a Jedi,
might be one of those bullshit gray Jedi on some planet some guy fanficked into existence because he doesn't understand the nature of thematic balance. I hate the expanded universe.
Does any
so much?
Well, good thing it's gone now.
It is gone.
It's gone forever.
You know who's still in the Sarlacc pit? Boba Fett, a bounty hunter who was really, really bad at his job.
Fucking what was it? Justin Denny. He fucking posted this thing on Facebook that it was like, if you have friends who say Boba Fett died in the Sarlacc pit, get rid of them. You don't need negativity like that in your life. It's like, yes, that's
it was a conversation between Justin Denny and Jay from Halcyon.com where Justin Denny's trying to explain how badass Boba Fett is, and he's like, Boba Fett climbed out of the Sarlacc pit twice. Jay from Halcyon.com takes a moment to register that and goes, Boba Fett fell in the Sarlacc pit twice.
He has a jet pack. How did that happen?
Yeah.
But he looks cool. Yeah.
Super
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
That is an unassailable argument. He does look cool. He's also dead as fuck. Deal with it.
Also, his first introduction was the holiday special, so tainted from birth. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. His first introduction into Star Wars is the holiday special that came out after A New Hope. He was animated too. It was fucking wicked. He's riding a dinosaur and shooting a laser gun. It's fucking...
Like, I'm hearing that. Right? But I'm also hearing that it's in the holiday special.
Right?
It's like when Jay from HalesLeon.com tried to describe Infinite Crisis to me in a way that would make me hate it. He's like, and then this happens, and then this happens. I'm like... That all sounds really awesome. Superman fights a space vampire with, like, the fate of time at stake? That's awesome. He's like, I know. I'm hearing it now, but you have to believe me, it's retarded.
But it's the reverse of that, where
and
you
then
just hear it's the holiday special. And you're just positive it's just shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't fucking matter that he's riding a dinosaur and shooting lasers. He's in the fucking holiday special. Probably can't even hear him over some fucking Wookiees going. Arr!
Nothing escapes that black hole.
No. Or Sarlacc pit. Except for him twice, apparently. What?
Except not now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Disney.
Thank you so much. Why couldn't they get rid of the prequels? Ah, whatever. Fuck.
They may.
They haven't yet, though.
Not yet. They're going to wait and see how this one goes. The books first, the movies maybe.
Oh, man. But,
So what is still canon? Knights of the Old Republic?
Yeah, the Old Republic is this, like, it's so far, like, it's like billions of years in the past. Like, it just doesn't even matter to us. And it's just, okay, great.
Fucking, before I talk about the rest of the games I played, which I played a large amount of games, you'll know. Unlike most podcasts. I actually have things to talk about this week. We are going to have a vote. This is going to decide something really important.
What are we voting?
The three of us.
Are we Let's Playing The Binding of Isaac?
No.
Okay.
Fuck no.
And somewhere Warkana has an aneurysm.
To contextualize that, because not everyone follows me and Warkana on Twitter. Warkana started bitching about everybody... Let's Playing The Binding of Isaac.
Rightly
Fun
so.
fact, there is a line in the script of the movie that is written so far that is about that. But in any case, to fuck with her, because I think she might have read that part of the script, just to fuck with her, I was like, yeah, we'll be Let's Playing that next. Thumbs up. She's like, I'll fucking kill you.
She'll do it, too.
She probably will, yeah. Just hate rays.
But like, you know the website that sends her enemies glitter? It's just going to be knives.
But we're going to vote about something very important.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jay from HalesLeon.com does not self-address himself. He doesn't go by Jay from HalesLeon.com in his own videos. He goes by many things. one of which is Mr. Hail Zeon. Now, I've heard from him before. He's like, guys, you keep calling me Jay from Hail Zeon. I don't even go by that. I go by Hail Zeon or Zeon. What is his canon title on the GigaBoots podcast?
Well, I mean, on the GigaBoots podcast, it's Dave from HailZeon.com.
I feel like we should stay the course, honestly.
Okay. There we go. Canonically, his name is Jay from HailZeon.com.
Yeah, I mean, in like the first video of his that I guested in, I called him Jay.
Yeah.
Admittedly, not from HailZeon.com, but I figured as that video was on HailZeon.com,
you
it
don't
was
have
implied.
to say
I
that.
feel like it is a combination of when we say our friends' names, we call them by their actual names, and we're also doing him a favor by saying this is his website. So it's at jfromhailzeon.com.
Well, you know.
And it's just fun to say over and over and over
This
again.
may be like with Dustin Denny gets mad at me for calling him Justin Denny to his
Justin
face
Denny.
all the time.
Yeah. It's really funny because Tim Shaw,
Yes.
call him Tim Tim. I have a friend named Tim. So there's Tim Tim and Tim. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But do you even know any other Justins that you regularly associate with?
There are 2 in the back room at Walmart.
Okay. I'm just curious because for the longest time for me, no. Still called him Justin Denny.
Yeah.
What was it? Fucking in middle school, somebody was like trying to troll me by calling me Mr. Mitchell. I'm like, that's respectful. I don't. What do you think you're doing?
What is this? What
How
are we doing
we're-
here?
You need to get better at this.
So-
is basically what I'm saying.
So I feel like we've reached a quorum here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I also played Race the Sun.
Yeah.
I played the shit out of that. Hit the top level, got all of the normally achievable trophies, and then all that's left is ridiculous shit like go 6 regions in a row, perfecting them all.
Yeah.
Get 5 million points. What was it? Kill God, become the new God.
Like, I love how some trophy lists do just end with climb the highest mountain, punch God in the face.
Yes, basically.
Get through even one labyrinth level. That's impossible.
We're here to fuck that deity.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's Ash with his 90 level Pikachu on the top of a mountain casting down this trophy list. Climb to me!
That was the best battle in Pokemon. They don't put
And
people.
you brought your fucking 100 level Arceus.
No. It wasn't an Arceus. It was,
Palkia?
Palkia.
Yeah, bitch.
Fuck that.
Dan's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. That battle wasn't even hard.
No, it was hard.
I only
It was a
brought
motherfucker.
I only brought God to fight
But I
God.
was just really disappointed because it was like I killed him and I was hoping he would still be there for me to fight, and then he's gone. And then they I think you have to go through most of the Pokemon World Tournament at the end of Black and White 2 to get someone as powerful as him again. So it was just like, I feel so alone.
That's that lonely at the top shit.
Yes! It was that moment of, I don't want to become friends with... Shit, what's Brad's actual last name? Van Boxtel.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I just remember some nicknames that were not his actual last name. In
Yes.
any case, I don't want to become friends with Brad Van Boxtel so he could beat the shit out of me at Pokemon. That's a weird reason to become friends with someone.
Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't think so, but...
I mean,
When
I
we're friends, I need you to hurt me.
I wouldn't either, but I don't know. On paper, it's strange when I have to write up that invoice at the end of the year. I gained one friend reason, so I could get the shit beaten out of me.
You keep looking over the invoice and it's like, bread 500 Infernapes.
Right, exactly. It's just like made a friend so I could waste countless hours on a game that is single player. What?
I was about to say that's what me and Aggro do with 14.
But at least you're playing again. Speaking of which, does the game itself support headset chat, or do you set up a party outside of it in PlayStation?
We set a party outside on
Okay.
PlayStation. I don't know
Gotcha.
if it's something worth looking up in game though.
I don't think so, because No.
Okay.
At least I've never done it. I don't think we found a way to do it.
Yeah. I wonder if they support voice commands for chat, to input chat. Do you think that would work? Because they have PlayStation commands that you can still do with the mic plugged in, but I wonder if they do like voice to text at all.
No.
I don't think so.
No, that's a really complex thing.
Because I remember, like, I was when Ro was playing, I was on the phone with her while I was playing. I had like my earbuds plugged into my phone and like tucked up under my PlayStation headset.
Do you have Pulse Gold?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because the silver wasn't out then.
So I realized something fucked up.
Actually, I think it's just Sony Gold Edition. I don't think it's Pulse.
Oh, Oh, that's right. I forgot they stripped the Pulse.
Yeah, because you had the original one, and then the Pulse, and then the Gold Edition.
Okay, so I realized something fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't platinum a game like Killzone Shadowfall if you don't have PlayStation Plus. Because there are
multiplayer trophies.
Yeah.
Fuck multiplayer trophies.
I never thought of that in that way. Because I had PlayStation Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Really reframes the whole
It does.
looking at the value proposition when you go, I can't have a sense of completion with this part of this game because blank. It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. But then again, so does the single player for Killzone Shadowfall.
It's pretty fun.
It's fucking awesome.
As long as
it
you
does
don't
a lot
listen
of cool
to the
shit.
cutscenes.
And then it opens its mouth.
Yeah. I'm doing a sequence where I'm calling out targets to the sniper while I'm sneaking around. I'm like, this is fucking great. And then she starts talking. And the whole experience just goes sideways on me.
Yeah. They had some really insanely cool features. Like, I still insist to Bob, like, that... Gameplay-wise, that single player is probably the best single-player shooter Sony has made. Just from a mechanic standpoint. Because Uncharted 2 is a great experience, but it's not mechanically, that sort of thing, where it's, like, mechanically super deep and interesting. Because of the various things you had with your assistant, the owl or whatever, where you were able to pulse a radar thing to check where people were.
Now, are you talking about the best shooter on a Sony console?
Sony shooter.
Sony-made shooter.
Yeah. Owned by Sony. So, that discounts things like Call of Duty and
Right.
Destiny.
What am I thinking? I had a game. What was I thinking of?
Kills.
No, it was Insomniac. Resistance 3. Yeah.
Resistance 3 was really good.
It was really good.
Should we do an episode where it's like, here's our review of Resistance 3 and Killzone Shadowfall?
That's an interesting compare and contrast.
It really is, because they're both really fucking good at a lot of things, actually.
Fucking Killzone. Here's the thing about the art direction in that game. Have you played it?
No.
In this game, you've got the good guys, and they're the blue ones. And the bad guys, and they're the red ones.
Oh!
But when you're playing the game, it looks awesome.
Right? It doesn't just come off as stupid and gaudy and weird.
It's just like, these are the Helgen, and they look like this, and these are the Whack-Offs, and they look like this.
Yeah, the Helgen are like, how can we look the evilest possible?
They're like, we're from space, and we need to kick these fuckers off our planet.
Traveling through space, radiation totally fucked our faces, so now we wear this crazy shit. Except for the ones that don't. I never understood that.
It's like the SS. It's one of those, like, no, I get what you're going for. Maybe not with the skulls.
Yeah, maybe...
Like Dozel Zabi, you're side 3, you want fucking independence from the Earthsphere Alliance. That's cool. I get what you're doing here. Your castle is a giant green skull with spikes on it.
Have you considered how this looks?
Was your contractor Dr. Wiley? Get the fuck out of here.
Jesus. The UN's gonna be halfway up your scrotum before you get halfway through a sentence.
Just the UN inspector. Yeah, no, everything seems here. I don't see any like nuclear weapons or any biological. Is that a giant skull?
I'm gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to put an X next to has no
your
giant
application
skulls.
form here.
But Eric, you people are prosperous, but you're slaves. My people are poor as shit, but we're free
to have skulls on our buildings.
Yeah. Killzone Shadowfall has a great plot.
I want you to picture the word dumb in your mind.
I got it.
Just imagine.
It's there.
A serene blank space with the word dumb in the middle of it. Really, really dig into the essence, the simple power of that word.
Well, real quick. Imagine the word dumb is constructed by 10-year-old you using Microsoft Word from 1998.
I've already stopped, put in the code, I'm playing pinball.
Yep. Exactly. That's pretty dumb. Why the hell don't they do that anymore? Did you guys hear about how they integrated their translation technology into Skype?
No.
Okay, so they showed off a year or two ago this whole like, oh, through software we can translate voice, we can do voice recognition and live translate on the go, and then have two people speak completely different languages to each other and communicate.
Yeah, that'll work.
So they integrated that in Skype.
Okay.
So
Future.
Yeah.
The future's happening and we didn't even notice.
No, like, I believe we have the technology to attempt that.
Yep.
I don't believe we have the technology to seamlessly pull that off.
Okay, don't worry. I'm sure it works just as well as the Kinect.
So you have a shit ton of games to talk through. Let's do that.
So I also played Minecraft. So the way I'm getting to play these things is Eric here, before he had a PS4, set up my PS4 as his root console because it was the first one he activated his account on. So it thinks my console is also Eric's main console, so I just get to download his stuff and play on whoever's account I sign in on. That's how DRM works on the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Now the interesting thing is, most games, they're like, whatever, go ahead. Minecraft, maybe I didn't download the right thing. I doubt it. It's just looking at my username and going, no. So it's like, here's your time trial. Fuck you. I'm like, I own you on PC. Is that good enough? And they're like, no.
It's not.
But amazingly, the console version, really nice. I could actually get into Minecraft if I just get the full version.
That is some Massachusetts Bay shit. Minecraft's like, yeah, fucking give me $2 and play it forever and everything. 10 years later, nah, motherfucker. Get the fuck out and go start Rhode Island.
Fucking, oh man, I goddamn love the Minecraft model. Where it's like, you order now, it's $8. Now it's 12.
Yeah, that's like 15. The further along in
Now
development.
it's 18, now it's 21. I want to do that with the movie. You're here on day one, $8. Good job. You're here 3 years from now, now it's classic, 14. But
we had to pull it from the vault.
Yes! It's going back in the vault! Which is
we're actually filming it at that rate. The actors are aging before your eyes. It's a metaphor.
It's like
Versus
Boyhood.
actually did that.
Oh, yeah?
Versus, they went back 10 years later and filmed some shit and just shoved it in the movie.
Jesus.
It does not go well.
Nice.
But yeah, have you seen the movie Boyhood?
No.
Have you heard about it?
I have heard about it.
Okay. I still haven't seen Slackers, so I feel like it would be really weird if my first Linklater movie was...
The weird
that.
experiment, years-long project.
Yeah. Which I'm glad he did it because, like, what was it? When I was 20 or so, I got really enthused about that exact idea.
Yeah, somebody had to fucking do it.
Yeah. So I'm really glad.
Turns out somebody was doing it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm reading that article, like, wait, what tense is that verb? Past. Oh, shit.
When did...
Yeah, so many things nowadays are just talking about, like, because it's profitable for news organizations, specifically more tabloidish shit like Kotaku or whatever, to talk about, hey, these people started this project, and they talk about all these projects that eventually go dead. Mm-hmm. Like, they usually don't talk about things that are done. That in that case, it's just so refreshing to be like, he did this for 7 years and I didn't know till now? Thank you. Shit, son. That's fucking awesome. But coincidentally, Giant Bombcast, the Giant Bomb. On the Giant Bombcast, the Giant Bomb talked about how apparently the main actor in Boyhood tried to contact them on Twitter to be like, yo, I really like your shit and stuff like that. And since it was the official Giant Bomb Twitter account, it just didn't reply.
Yeah.
And they were like, turns out that guy who wrote us, somebody wrote in to tell them that a dude who wrote in 4 years ago was that kid who's now getting like an Oscar or some shit, is nominated.
Wow.
And they're like, oh, huh, that's crazy. And then one of the other guys is like, yeah, after I read this, I looked it up and he's also been tweeting at us.
Oh.
And they're like, oh, well then, hello and congratulations.
Want to be friends? Want to hang out?
Want to be friends now?
Can I ride your dick?
Ride your dick to fame!
Because that's really when you made it. When someone you used to look up to wants to ride your dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's a moment you have to take as an adult. Because like a lot of kids have the moment like, oh man, I met that actor and he was awful and all my dreams are crushed. You have to take that moment as an adult of like, this motherfucker now wants to ride my dick. Whew. Okay. That's a lot of responsibility.
Don't fail me now. But yeah. So I played some Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft on the console is very different from PC. The tutorial. There is a tutorial. There's a walled off section, and it explains to you like how these things work on the console version and how Minecraft works, and it freezes time so you can figure that out before they come for you in the cold dead of night.
I don't know if that makes that better or worse.
In my opinion, that makes that better because I like playing full screen and pulling up a wiki page so I can know how to construct things. Kind of not great. If I had a tablet, that would probably be okay.
I don't know, it's just like, it's that... Because I understand the intense frustration of having, like, being thrown into a world and saying, just do. We're not going to tell you. What? Just go, do it. God. But there's also something intensely satisfying about figuring that shit out and being part of a community and going...
Because now we have those stories of like, and then like, hey, I built a square. I didn't know you had to make a door out of wood before the skeletons came. It's like Terraria. Like I had a whole land of people who never played it, and we jump in and like, I'm building a structure because I played fucking Minecraft, and we're making a house and we're making defenses, and like you've always got one guy just digging straight down.
Yeah.
And every 10 minutes he's like, holy shit, guys, guess what I just found? Comes back up and he's like, what the fuck is meteor obsidian darkness? And like, so-and-so has been fucking ravaged by the Eater of Souls. And they're like, we're not going left anymore, guys. We're not going out there.
Don't dig that deep.
This is just a note that says non-Euclidean string theory, and then it disappeared when I read it.
So that basically is all the games I've played.
Okay.
I can't remember any others, but real quick, I'm going to take that non-Euclidean string theory reference to an SBF sketch.
Yes.
Where we had to cut that line.
Because I couldn't.
Because you couldn't not laugh at it.
Everything else but that line.
So I was trying to... I wholly consumed a 672-page book on color grading.
Right.
And also an additional...
Did you read it first?
Yes.
Okay.
It was also digital, so it was a light meal.
Light.
So I also read another one on looks and color grading for style, but in any case. So I get some old SPF files on my computer, hoping to get them to work with my color grading software, and what I find is weird parts of the alternate ending for the Orson Scott Card sketch.
Oh shit, you found that?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
So that's on a hard drive at my house right now. And it involves a line so fucking heinous. I could not believe we came, I'm just like, wow, that makes Wow, It's a Wonderful Life look tasteful in comparison. See, the sketch is Orson, the joke here is that
it was so weird.
The Orson Scott Card sketch, the whole joke with it was that he was a pedophile, and he wrote Dap raping Ender into it, or molesting Ender into the first draft. And then Bonzo and Ender getting it on or something. All sorts of stuff like this. And
there was a lot of naked boys in towels.
Yes.
In that book.
So we ran with that as the joke. The context for why that's funny, he's a fucking bigot.
Yeah.
If you don't know.
I know.
People who were in that sketch did not know. For a couple years afterwards, they're like, did you know he's a homophobic and like an extreme bigot? I'm like, yes. That's the joke, Jay from Halcyon.com. Which, I understand. I understand not knowing that. Why the fuck would you? But also, he wrote that many towel-y boy scenes.
Yes, he did.
It was just too perfect. So in any case, the whole sketch is his editor trying to get him to understand that that is not okay, and so he hires a dude to just draw it. And then it finally comes across to Orson Scott Card, and he's like, okay, and then he changes his mind, and we had some shitty, thrown-together ending that we did because we wanted to be fucking lazy. Then we had an alternate ending that we were, no joke, we're this fucking crazy, that we were going to put on the DVD or something someday.
Yeah.
And we filmed part of it, and then we were going to film the rest of it years later or something. We were going to wait long enough for facial hair and hair to change. Mm-hmm. So we can go film the rest of that. Hopefully Johnny C still owns that camera. So in any case, the alternate ending is the editor breaks into Orson Scott Card's house and holds him at gunpoint to accuse him of raping his son. And Orson Scott Card's like, I didn't rape your son. And he's like, no, your book made me rape my son. And I'm like, oh my God. Bye, Eric. So I'm going to talk to Aggro now. So Aggro, you say in that sketch, what was it? You shoot me once, blood comes out and I fall to the ground and I look at you and with my last words I go, killing me won't unrape your son. And you say, isn't that a damn shame? And you kill me.
What?
Oh, I was hoping somewhere that footage still existed. Just remember you on the floor killing people unrape your son. Oh man, we have been promoting rape culture for decades.
Now the amazing thing is, we make jokes about it because it's like, isn't this funny? How not funny this is. This is fucking horrifying and terrible and sad. But at the same time, it comes off as like, as you just said, of like, oh, rape, isn't that funny? Like, no, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
This is deeply fucked up. Wow, It's a Wonderful Life is deeply fucked up. That shit is borderline, like, not even funny at all, just horribly depressing.
Yeah, I sit there and watch and go, who the fuck were those people and what the hell were they thinking? We got away with that?
I actually did get one complaint.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a person stopped watching our sketches because of that.
I believe it.
The rest of them, they were okay with. But Wow, It's a Wonderful Life, and like, he rapes his son because you didn't play WoW with him and keep him from doing that.
There's probably a playlist of SPF sketches you can just sit someone down in front of to find that weak point,
breaking point
in their brain. Like, there it is, that's what they can't handle.
Oh, there, found it.
What? There's like one other, because there's that tangent between the Orson Scott Card one and Wow, It's a Wonderful Life, and there's like one other joke that just like gets into really uncomfortable territory, and I think it's the Christmas special.
The Edward Norton thing?
Either that or just the creepiness of simply having a wonderful
I
Christmas
distinctly
time.
remember a couple times in one video where Jay from HailsTheOut.com just straight up just yells, I'm gonna go have sex with my kid's sister.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, in that video, every time he says that, if people are alive on screen, they look disgusted.
Okay.
And the whole joke with the Killzone ad video was that Sony is a bunch of fuckasses that would let random people on the internet make their ads. Which was prophetic as hell, because eventually we made an ad for them for money.
Yep.
I need to bypass me a drink. Keep in mind, we wrote that around the time, we did that around the time they were doing the PSP ads.
Yeah, no.
With the fucking racist squirrels.
Oh, God. The entire PSP advertising monolith was awful.
It was. What was it?
Top to bottom.
All I want for Christmas is a PSP. Have you... Still, it was a YouTube account where they were like, nah, this is real. This is just some guy who's really excited about his PSP. And he's starting a new social wave. It's going viral. And then people are like, we can do a who is it on who owns the web domain. And it's you, Sony. You're not good at this.
Please stop.
Really not.
You're really fucking...
I mean, I've always believed that every company that has more than 200 employees... One of those employees, like the 201st, needs to be some dude named Skeeter who just sits on the internet all day, and every time, like, hey, this is weird. Oh yeah, it's a 4chan joke. Don't run that.
There was a joke on Final Bossman a few weeks ago where he was like, Square Enix, everyone should have a guy who just sits on NeoGAF all day and just posts stuff and reads comments, and you should run past. But hey, should we should we announce this Final Fantasy VII HD thing? And he could be like, no, you shouldn't. They're going to kill you. And then the joke at the end of that episode where he's like, you thought I was from NeoGAF. What sort of loser would go there? I'm actually here from Game FAQs. So the thought of somebody on Game FAQ shitting on NeoGAF made me die laughing. But in any case, that's what we've been playing and then some.
Oh boy!
Time for the news roundup, bitches!
Yeah!
I hear you fuckers like news.
I was gonna say, fuck Sega.
Oh, why for?
I'm just gonna start with this small. It's barely news, but
Okay.
it is slightly news. Basically, there was an article of basically for Phantasy Star Online 2. Sega is assholes. They have it. It's pretty successful in Japan. It's doing pretty well, and they're releasing it in other countries. They actually localized it for English for other groups and countries. Actively are blocking IPs, US IPs.
Yeah.
There was like a DDoS attack on their things, and after that, anyone who even had like an account from the US registered somehow through translations with their Japanese site were playing there, blocked completely. There is this group of people who are finding ways to get around that, so you don't need to use your VPN, so
Yeah.
you can actually keep playing. And there's some English patches out, but they're basically like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna reverse engineer the server things so we can set up our own servers and play here. So we don't have to just do it. And there's like they got it so like you can make a character and basically run around the lobbies, but they're still really working on it in the early phases. And it's like we know what we need to do. It's just a time commitment now.
Right.
See, this sounds horrible and like piracy. Okay, go ahead.
They were talking about like okay, and everyone was like super jazzed about it. Like that's cool. We'd like that. What's Sega gonna do? Like oh no, they're probably gonna. Someone reached out to Sega, the actual like almost like legal dev like
Yeah.
and what they got back was the same bullshit response of we're not saying anything about Phantasy Star Online 2 and we'll update you when we have any information. Like we just told you we're basically pirating your game.
We're stealing your software.
And you can't even give enough of a fuck to not give us a form letter? Go fuck yourselves. Like, that is the most insulting. Like, you're not even deigning to respond to people.
You know why that is? There isn't a Sega of America.
I know.
That's not a thing.
They don't even care. They don't, like, they hate money so much. Like, there's a big fan base for Phantasy Star.
Yeah.
In the US. People are willing to shove money. They're getting onto your servers, finding ways to get around your horse shit.
We're building our own goddamn server bank stateside.
We're basically making this game work here for you, and you still can't give enough of a fuck to do any. Go fuck yourselves to infinity. To infinity and fuck beyond. I can't. Like, it's just. It reaches down into the very depths of my soul. Like, you can't even say anything beyond, sorry, we're not doing a thing, or here's a small update. It's been years. Nothing. Nothing in the gaming world gets me as exasperated as this.
Yeah.
Nothing. Fucking nothing. Like, this is what's gonna make me have an aneurysm.
See, he started that sentence with Phantasy Star, and I'm like, this is the emotional level we're going to end at.
Yeah.
Because that's always the emotional level you end at when someone mentions Phantasy Star.
So, okay, how you feel about PSO2
Yes.
is how Bob feels about DMC. So you
At least
can
there's still,
understand... No, you don't. You don't understand him. Just understand that how you feel about this is the exact level he feels about DMC.
Like, he feels betrayed by DMC, like they completely fucked up Devil May Cry with that game.
They actively shit on the entire pre-existing fan base.
Okay.
Even with scenes literally...
Yeah, I know, with like the mob.
Yeah. And tons of comments.
Yes.
And it wasn't Ninja Theory, it was Capcom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just understand the next time that comes up around Bob, what you're feeling right now is how he feels.
What's even better was someone else with like on the comments of that. It's like, yeah, we're not going to release this successful game. We will give the US Sonic Boom, aliens, colonial marines.
In Project Diva F.
In Project Diva. Yeah, they'll swallow. Fuck. And then someone else was like, and then Destiny's taking the PSO model and laughing all the way to the bank with it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been that angry at a company since old school Funimation. Christ.
Because okay, say your thing.
I've been that angry. Okay, so I used to be an editor-in-chief of a PlayStation news site.
Right.
I was that angry at Microsoft at times. To be fair, past me a little fucking justified in that anger, because the current model is you have to pay to play multiplayer on consoles now, except for Wii U. So, you know, fuck them. I digress.
I just want to... I don't know if I've explained this on a podcast before, but I have a deep history with Phantasy Star Online. That I started on the GameCube. I played it on the PC for a while. It was the first game that I paid a monthly subscription for. I really love that game. I have a lot of really good memories playing with my brother, with my cousins. It was some of the best memories of like my gaming childhood are connected with Phantasy Star Online. And I played like Phantasy Star Universe, which was weird anime garbage, but it was still kind of fun. I played both of the portable games on the PSP, which were actually really good games, and they still connected with that. And then I was like, oh, they're Phantasy Star Online too, and everyone's like, it plays like the first one. It's really good. It looks really good and plays really well. And I played it, and it was really fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like I'm gonna hold off. I don't want to spoil myself. I want to wait for it to come out here. And the amount of sheer disrespect that Sega shows its fans by not even fucking mentioning anything about the development for years, silence for years, nothing, complete radio silence, darkness, nothing, not even acknowledging the fan base, that not even saying. It reaches down into the depths of my very, very soul and gives me a giant middle finger, and I can't deal. I have no more words.
So there you go. Yeah. 100% how Bob feels about DMC. The exact same background in everything. You and him are soul brothers.
You should make out.
You should make out.
No.
Then you become one. One gay soul brother.
One
Do you
gay
wish to
You'll
become
become
one
a
with
black
me?
man.
To be of one mind and body and soul.
So let's talk about other news.
Yes, okay.
So in the demo for Final Fantasy 15, you won't be able to drive that sweet car.
Why?
Well, then why the fuck would I want to play the demo?
Right? That's half of the game that's gone. All that's left are gorgeous men.
Do I get to ride one of the gorgeous men?
Are
I
the
don't
gorgeous
know.
men still in the game?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, I'm willing to give this game a chance still.
The reason Tabata said that they are not doing that, letting you drive the car, is because they said it would confuse people who might look at Final Fantasy and be like, is this now a driving game?
Well, I mean, yes.
It is. It's a road trip game.
So that's not confusing.
fucking-
That's just...
That is fact.
We want to not scare them away. We're hoping
Cars
they
are-
aren't.
We have to bait the trap first.
Cars are scary, but they've already baited
Now-
it with gorgeous men, though.
The amazing thing here is that the car thing became like top level meme in Japan and also worldwide. So there isn't a motherfucker in the world who knows about 15 who hasn't to some extent noticed the car meme.
Yeah.
With the photoshopping out the background and Jurassic Park being there and the pretty
Nice.
boy pointing.
So you get to the end of the demo, and you get near the car, and then the youngest pretty boy takes his mask off, and it's Solid fucking Snake. And Kojima walks on stage, and he's like, "Phantom Pain's not real, motherfucker. I've been making a Final Fantasy Metal Gear."
Kept you waiting, huh?
Yes. That.
I still, even money, Phantom Pain's not real. That motherfucker he's got to be so crazy by this point that he's like, "What? No, I made that demo game, remember?"
God. As time goes on, I'm more and more understanding of the people who are like, the moment I found out it was a Metal Gear game, I was really angry and disappointed. Because to some extent, every part of that game they showed since that initial trailer is like, this is less cool.
Yeah.
because it's like, here's us in a desert. Here's some simulation gameplay stuff. And I'm like, that's neat, I guess. Here's some multiplayer. Great. Can we get back to the flaming whale?
Yeah, the flaming whale!
That hospital, I'm like, oh my god. Oh, this looks awesome.
Like, new IP, flaming whales. Yes, I'm all aboard. It's Metal Gear.
Of course.
Now it's like, of course it is.
Of course it is, you fucking dick. You cocky cock.
It's like we almost expect the flaming whale for Metal Gear at this point. Like, what do you...
Metal Gear is the flaming whale.
The goddamn vampire comes back and he's like, aha, you didn't kill me that time either.
Now it's like the whale's nanomachines.
Also,
son.
I'm time traveling. Look out, nanomachines. So there's a Warhammer 40k RTS being made. It's titled Battlefleet Gothic: Armada. That's the full title.
Nice.
It's apparently based off of the board game. Apparently that is its own thing.
That is the best thing I have ever heard. The board game is its own canon, or just it has its own canon?
It's just its own separate product thing.
That's
like
so
with its
cool.
own rules and shit.
God, I want to rent a cabin with like 5 guys who are super into Warhammer, and I want to learn this shit.
Andy Powell.
Because I don't want to read the books.
So look out.
Because I've been making fun of those book covers my whole life.
Yes, because they're stupid in that way that's fucking incredible. So, of course, you make fun of how stupid it is instead of pointing out how incredible it is, because that's us.
Because like, I'm going to the bookstore and I'm looking for Tolkien, and I look to the left and there's Star Wars Expanded Universe, and I look to the right and there's fucking Warhammer, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, holy shit, let me get you out of here.
I'm probably wrong, but didn't like Warhammer invent the term grimdark?
Probably. They invented Space Marines, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only other news is it's being developed on Unreal Engine 4. So, that's cool.
Yeah.
PC RTS. Really...
I haven't played an RTS in a while.
I still love that our kill team fucking quick play. Bob's like, I thought that was a terrible quick play. Me and you fucking loved it.
Yeah.
And the fucking Warhammer dude fucking loved it too, even though we had no idea what the fuck we're talking about. He's just like, yeah, no, that was great. And I was like, shit, should we do a drunk Let's Play?
I think I'm going to have to.
Yes.
I hear every time they make a video game, like, they have to tone down the lore. Because the lore is out there
so
at the edge of the universe.
outrageous.
It's like, this is the god of fucking necrotic flesh diseases, and this is the god of fucking those diseases.
Yeah.
My favorite piece of lore is the invincible, the immortal god king of Earth that is kept alive through hate and keeps all the warp drives active.
It's fucking like, no, we don't, like, yeah, we're traveling faster than light. We don't have communication that's faster than light, so they don't follow orders. They carry out the will of the god emperor. I'm like... Who does? The 9-foot-tall cyborg Marines with chainsaw swords? Is that who does it? Yes.
Do they come in packs of 2?
Wait. Give me the lotion.
Do they form some sort of
someone like you needed like what 5 Battle Brothers to be a kill team instead of 2?
Yeah, Thomas Hopper, that PlayStation Mobile developer, who is
Seems like that fucking sentence. Every time I learn something new about the Warhammer universe, it's awesome.
Yeah. He's apparently really involved with that, so
we should do a Let's Play of the tabletop game.
What?
Yeah, we should fucking Let's Play a miniatures war game.
Okay, so I have sorry, fan base, I'm just gonna blatantly open up the bag at this point. So I have this like nuclear option in the back of my head at all times, like, fuck it. GigaBoots crashes to the ground, and I just feel like getting some Schadenfreude enjoyment out of the channel. I'm gonna start Let's Playing Minecraft and Magic the Gathering. So that falls oddly in line.
Well, shit, I mean... pen and paper RPGs have become a spectator sport.
And then you watch...
Yeah, they have.
Which, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It's weird that we haven't thought of that before. But...
He does that, and the channel takes off.
Right? That's what I'm terrified of.
Because YouTube.
But yeah, fucking videotaping.
We actually, something I wanted to bring up, we're not recording this one because I didn't feel like setting it up today. At some point, our camera got a patch where we could record in lower bit rates, which are still insanely high and perfectly usable. Mm-hmm. So now we can record for more than 50 minutes of video on a single card. So we could record the podcast easily now.
Interesting.
So we could do the picture-in-picture thing. And we could do this format we're talking about right here of a,
You know what we could do? So let's play that Mage Knight game that I let you have.
Yes.
That'd be fun. Did you break that open yet at all?
Not yet.
Okay.
I haven't. I need to sit down with my roommate, and I'll read the rules, and she'll read the rules, and I'll read the rules again, so we're clear.
Board games!
No, there's 2 books, and they're both very necessary to learn.
Go to book 2. Damn it. Go to book 1. God damn it.
It's a hex-based, card-based game. It's crazy.
More Choose Your Own Adventure should have been 2 books taped together. Like you
Kinda.
separate, and then just book 2, book 1.
The 3-volume novel.
Yes. They all enter... what?
I saw a picture of a Facebook post. This is digging it out into like meta game mechanic shit, where a guy was proctoring a text-based adventure.
What?
He was doing a text-based adventure live. It's like, you're in this room. There are exits to the north and the east.
On
There's
Facebook.
a table. Yeah.
Huh.
And my brain exploded that I'd never conceived of just DMing a text-based adventure.
Maybe one of our Patreon exclusive live streams should be that.
Oh, that would be awesome.
We need something small that can resolve itself in 3 hours, though.
That's doable.
Shadowfall. What was it? What's that?
Shadowgate?
Shadowgate.
That don't take 3 hours.
Shadowrun?
Whatever that game that kills you within 5 minutes.
Shadowgate.
That one.
5 minutes. What did you stand there looking at the door for 4 minutes and 30 seconds?
Shadowgate's the point-and-click adventure for PC.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
I assume he meant Shadowgate-esque.
You have
okay.
To run a killer game.
You have this many lives to try and make it through.
Your torch ran out. Your tripped and died.
Okay, well, I'm like, okay, there's exits to the north and the east, and there's a torch and there's a lever. Okay, well, I know if I pull the lever, I'll die. You have used player knowledge. You are dead.
Fourth wall broken. That fourth wall
Wait,
holding
do
back
I
the
have
ocean.
a character in a text-based adventure? Do not question the meta. You are dead.
You are dead. Haha.
You died twice.
I always wanted to boot up Zork and type in, I can tell the map is broken, and like see if it'll just give me a win.
It's just long sigh. That's all it replies with. Long sigh. So Microsoft brought the price of the Xbox One back up to $400. Did you guys hear? No. Because that was a limited time
Yeah, because
sale
they dropped
for
it
Christmas.
for the holidays, yeah.
It's now back down to $350. They went 2 weeks this month where it was $400. And then brought it back down to $350. And they're still insisting that this is a limited time sale. And this wasn't a part of the game plan. Of course, they were just like, that was for Christmas, that's done now. And then 2 weeks later, they just went, and now it's back down to $350. Limited time sale. JK lol. But this is a limited time sale in January, which is a little weird.
Well, I mean, it's a limited sale in that eventually entropy will overtake all natural physical processes.
Yes, there we go.
All things must fade, including this sale.
Including my attention span. Peggle too. But yeah, I just see this as they want to get some really nice numbers. They're hoping maybe if they keep this low price that January through March, they can get some nice numbers to bring their shareholders at the end of the quarter. At the end of the fiscal year and be like, hey guys, we're the #1 console in America, woo! Not just for November and December, which is what it has been up until now. They only won those 2 months. Speaking of which, so you remember how I was talking about how I was Eric PSO2 angry at Microsoft back in the day? I'm not quite that scale with Sony yet, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
They're fucking it up. They had their shit handed to them on a silver platter this gen. And they have done a pretty good job of dropping the ball. Yeah. It's really unfortunate. I don't know. I've gone on this rant enough, but it's almost like I should do an episode of the Rant Is Go about it.
Maybe.
Nah. Nobody would watch that. It's not like certain Patreon members have told me to fucking make it already, goddammit. So, hey guys, there was a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
See, for those who don't know, Nintendo Direct is a thing where a Japanese man talks at you through a computer screen for a really long time. And he tells you lots of things about products you can buy. His words cast a spell on you that instills desire. So that's basically what that is. In this case,
Most of the time it's a Japanese man, and then it is a Reggie,
whatever that is.
and whatever that creature is,
I think he's a Pizza Hut man.
he's a pizzaman.
Fucking, you know how I found out he used to work at Pizza Hut? The fucking Mega 64 sketch where they ended and Rocco goes, I used to sell pizzas. Thank you. Good night. Like, it was just like, what the fuck? And then I look it up. What the shit? Used to run Pizza Hut? What the fuck is this shit?
Jesus.
Right? Just fucking CEO of Pizza Hut. Fucking, the more you learn about CEOs and them going around, the more you're like, what the fuck is the deal with CEOs?
Like, that shouldn't be a transferable skill set.
Right. But it is. Which really lends credence to the fucking people who are like, CEOs are basically royalty. Like, well,
No, because they do transfer over the next new 3DS with stuffed crust.
yes. But
Tish.
So
I think we can make that work.
Yeah.
the new 3DS is coming stateside. They announced it is,
But not really.
it is the new 3DS XL.
Only the XL.
Well, because we have giant gaijin hands.
Of course.
And our big American penises.
What's
Now,
new about it?
A lot. But the major thing that got most people excited about the original announcement for Japan and other territories, because other territories are getting the normal size. The normal size has interchangeable faceplates. So you can get customized faceplates. They had dozens of them, and they were all really cool. Front and back, interchangeable. The XL doesn't have that.
You got one. Yeah. Also, it doesn't come with an AC charger.
The XL has one faceplate. It's Phantasy Star Online 2. This faceplate's not coming out in the States.
It's coming up in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't come with an AC adapter. So the new 3DS XL
That's uncalled for.
is only available in XL. So you will be seeing on store shelves the new 3DS XL, the 3DS, and the 2DS. The new 3DS XL will be able to play games that aren't compatible with the other 3DSs because it has a C-Stick. The C-Stick is so you can use it as a Smash Stick in Smash Brothers. It has a faster processor, so you can boot games, install games, and download games faster. And it has a face tracking ability and gyroscope combined
and built-in NFC
to turn the 3D screen oriented towards your face, so you can rotate it and move it like you would with a portable.
That's awesome.
And the 3D will work.
Oh my god, did they finally finish making the 3DS?
They might have.
Because them finishing their consoles after they launch, it's getting longer and longer.
Yeah.
Like how long till the Wii Pro stick fucking thing came out?
Fucking, I don't even. But yeah, so they already have a game that's exclusively for the new 3DS. In the States, only the new 3DS XL. That's Xenoblade Chronicles. They're porting it to be portable. Pretty good fit because it is Monster Hunter-esque in that it is a giant RPG with lots of grinding that is, in Xenoblade's case, kind of MMO, kind of Final Fantasy 12-ish.
It is very Final Fantasy 12-ish.
So you only get to fucking play that on the 3DS XL, the new 3DS XL in the States. Smash Bros. Runs and operates better on this fucker, which is why I'm angry. Bob's angry because he never liked the XL size, but, you know.
Yeah, see, I'm like, that's cool for me. I feel sorry for people who are smaller than me.
I just wanted
that's a constant.
The faceplate thing was
that
the thing
faceplate thing is horseshit.
Because they have amazing faceplate.
Right?
Of course they do.
When I found out when South Korea got a green DS Lite, I'm still pissed about that.
Yeah, understandably. Holy shit. I'm sure Majora's Mask will also have some exclusive feature that works better on it. And Pokemon probably
Day
does
3
too.
exclusive to the new 3DS. Guys, I can't do Snowhead Temple on 2 days. I just can't.
Fucking, it has the NFC built in.
Yeah.
Like, Eric just mentioned.
Like as opposed
So
to
you
the
can
AFC?
do amiibos.
The amiibos. You go right on the bottom touch screen.
Gotcha.
So you stick it on the bottom touchscreen and it'll work with apparently various 3DS XL games. At very least, Smash Bros.
Codename Steam.
Yes.
Will you be able to put Fire Emblem characters in the game?
Because it's made by the people who made Fire Emblem. That's how that makes any level of sense.
So next to a
I don't know, I figured Nintendo
steampunk
had gone-
lion, you will have Marth.
I assume Nintendo was on a full Fire Emblem all the time
It
diet
sold
right now.
well, and it's blowing their minds. So they're double dipping on that shit. Apparently, a new Fire Emblem was also announced.
That too.
Fire Emblem if
Yep, sure.
IF.
I'm down.
Tingle's gonna be in Hyrule Warriors.
I'm also down for that. What's his weapon?
Balloon.
Sadness? I don't
I remember there was one attack where he inflates his balloon and explodes into confetti and hurts a bunch of monsters. One where he beats them with a money sack.
Wonder where he got all that
sold him the
fucking
same map
money.
over and over.
I know, what an asshole.
Cut that shit
guy.
up like
And then
cheese.
I think one of them is like he does his Kulu Limpa dance and he damages people.
Koolumpa!
Sweet.
Fuck that guy.
Is Deku Link in Hyrule Warriors yet?
No, but Young Link is, and he puts on like the fierce deity mask and fucks people up.
Nice.
Yes, pretty incredible. In Majora's Mask, real quick question, because I didn't complete it. Does Tingle fuck you?
Only if you're not fast enough.
That's on the 4th day.
Oh.
Because in Wind Waker, he fucks you.
Yes.
Like, every time I talk to Bob about this, Bob's like, I don't remember it being that bad. I'm like, Bob, you can't even hold enough money to pay him how much money he needs to tell you how to play the rest of the game. Fuck that shit. Fuck that guy. Fuck that part of that game. Rest of that game, fine. Whatever.
No.
I stopped playing that game for 3 years when I hit that part. I am not kidding. I put it down and said no.
Talking about the
Fuck
hunt for
you.
Triforce pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't hold enough fucking money to pay him all the money he wants. So you get 6 fucking Triforce pieces and you're like, okay, whatever.
When you have
Maybe
to
I'll
find
get enough
an
money.
all-powerful magical being to enchant your wallet just to be able to hold enough money for this fucker.
Yeah.
That's when you
Oh
realize.
no, you're maxed out. 999. Still not enough.
No, I don't think it was that bad.
No, it was.
I'm pretty sure, because like how you can't pay in installments. You have to do it all at once.
No, you bought each part. That's why he said I sold you the same
Oh
map
no, I
over
thought
and
you
over.
were. I thought you were saying like eventually each individual map cost more than you could hold.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, but it was at a point where it's
Yeah,
like,
total.
here are
Yeah,
6 of them, and I'm like, fine, fuck it, I'll go do these 6. I'll get enough money for. No, I'm fucking wrong. So now I'm grinding rupees. Fuck Waker. Hey.
See, me and my brother were excited about that aspect because finally, there's you care about how much money
I
you
had
have.
all of this personal time and life in me, and finally Nintendo gave me a fucking pit to throw it in. Thank you.
He and Tom Nook are best bros.
Apparently.
It is better to serve at the right hand of the devil.
But fuck. Yeah, that Nintendo Direct.
What was it? Better a king in hell than a prince in heaven or something? I said some phrase. I don't know.
Anything else from the Nintendo Direct that you wanted to bring up?
There were a couple of GameStop exclusives pre-orders. If you pre-order Codename Steam, you get a Majora's Mask pin. Because why not?
Majora's Mask pin.
I want a Majora's Mask.
There are a couple of limited edition, like Monster Hunter
Yeah,
and
Aggro.
Majora's
Yeah.
Mask 3DSs.
I hear you liked Valkyria Chronicles. Is that correct?
I did like Valkyria Chronicles.
You know, Codename Steam is Valkyria Chronicles, made by the people who made Advance Wars.
That involves
Nobody look at my dick. It's super hard right
Oh
now.
my god!
that involves Steampunk Lincoln and Steampunk Lion, probably called Lion, I think,
Yeah.
or Leo, something like
Yeah,
that.
he's called Leo, and he's a fucking lion.
I do believe I have a case of the vapors.
Oh no! Yeah,
Damn.
and it's portable. So yeah, I was like, it's not Advance Wars. I'm angry, and then I watched it. and I'm like, oh, it's Valkyria Chronicles made by them. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, what was the moment? It was Abraham Lincoln coming up through the floor, full steampunk gear, like, we have to save the queen! Like, Yeah. And you're just like, yes, sir, saluting, and then he cuts to like you shooting. Yeah, no,
it's pretty incredible. Yeah. And apparently you can shove some Fire Emblem assholes in it.
Yep.
If you just get all those amiibos.
Yeah, like all the like Lucina, Marth, Ike, and Robin. Yeah, all of them. They can you just put them in the game and they're there.
I'm still fucking stupefied those people are even getting amiibos. I guess this is their plan. They're like, fuck it, we'll get these dumbasses to buy them.
Oh
just
no!
to stick
Speaking of amiibos, re-release of the Mario amiibos for Mario Party 10.
Oh my god! Yeah, so there are 2 Mario amiibos.
Different bases. They're like red, I think.
Yeah. Just buy it again, assholes.
Also Toad for Treasure Tracker.
Yeah. For those who don't know, which I expected as much early last year, which is why I had my plan to buy a bunch of amiibos and sell them. Amiibos are doing gangbusters. Mm-hmm. They're doing ridiculously well for Nintendo. So...
What if we made Skylanders for games that were good?
Wow. Well, I just have money. Like, where did this money come from?
I'm still just stupefied. It's like, why didn't you guys do this for Pokemon?
Why aren't they doing this for Pokemon?
The weird thing is,
somebody might have taken a moral stand on that.
The weird thing is they did it for Pokemon in Japan, and then they brought that game over, but only released it via GameStop, and then sent them jack shit for shipments. And then it was a Pokemon game that wasn't a mainline entry. It was just like Pokemon Rumble School or whatever for Wii U. Downloadable game. You had to go to GameStop exclusively to get the action figures that they never fucking had.
Yeah. Oh, I remember
they
that.
They fucked that hard.
Yeah, they sure did.
Dumbasses. I was like, oh, I'm going to lose all my money. And then all of that happened. And I was like, oh, I'm safe.
So, speaking of pre-orders several minutes ago.
Power to the players.
I've heard a thing where apparently Reddit has decided they're not pre-ordering shit anymore.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
That just
why?
Because of the enormous trend of Assassin's Creed Unity, basically.
I mean,
because the developers selling hundreds and thousands of copies of games on hype and then not delivering, and it just being a thing, and it's
delivering increasingly just broken, unfinished games.
Well, I mean, here's the real thing.
It's real talk.
you wanna fuck them, guys? Do you wanna fuck Ubisoft? Pre-order the game, cancel it the day after it comes out. Just do that in large enough numbers. That'll fuck them.
GameStop might not like that.
No, they won't.
Oh man!
But hey, fuck both of them.
True.
To be fair,
true facts. I just find GameStop the more likely to send out hit squads.
Yes.
And they are the ones with a shop on every corner.
Have you heard some of the shit that CEO has said? Hell yes, they'll do that. I mean, they're the people who brag about making more money than Nintendo in a year. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, Nintendo's the people making the shit that you're making money on. You probably shouldn't piss in that.
They're like, we found a way to be the music industry for video games.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That works great for them, right?
Totally.
Yeah. Great. But yeah, no, I was gonna do around New Year's the Rant is Go New Year's resolution thing, but then I got caught up in New Year's preparations and shit. Where it was going to be about, hey guys, New Year's resolution for gamers. And just a small list of things. Every gamer should just check out this list. One of these probably applies to you. One of them was, do not fucking pre-order next year's Assassin's Creed. Period. No matter what bullshit they give you, it's not goddamn worth it. But like the idea of just banning pre-order entirely is just stupid. Because there are some games that you legitimately should pre-order. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, you want this small, obscure farming game from Xseed?
Yeah.
You should pre-order that, dipshit. You want the GameCube adapter? You should pre-order that, you dipshit. It was amazing. Bob and I did not expect so many people we personally knew to be surprised when they couldn't get that after launch. It's like, you thought a Nintendo accessory for the only good game they were launching this year, Mario Kart, fuck you, was going to be readily... It was a GameCube controller adapter. for Smash Bros.
Right?
The fuck are you on, and can I have some? It was more than one. That was stupefying enough. Like, more than one person we knew, but then it was beyond that.
Nice.
Yeah, so pre-ordering is important. Just don't fucking pre-order Assassin's Creed. Like, here's the thing. Look back on all the shit you've ever gotten from pre-ordering Assassin's Creed. Did it fucking matter? No!
No.
Realistically, it didn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
Are you talking about like the in-game bonuses?
Yeah.
See, every time I see a game with like, get this in-game when you pre-order, I'm like, maybe I'll just wait a week to buy it when it comes back in, because I'm so fucking tired of in-game pre-order bonuses. I hate them. I hate the fucking things.
Yeah.
Also, it's like it's extra powered equipment, so you ruined your difficulty curve. Great,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I love that.
Infamous, the first one actually did that. I forgot I even had the pre-order bonus until I 100%ed the game. I went to put it back in its box, and I had the slip, and I'm like, oh, cool, I want to see these. Register the code. It's a one-hit kill.
What the?
It's just an ability. You get laser blades, and you just... No matter what it is, it's dead.
Terrible. And even when it's like weapon skins, it's just, you look at it and you're like, you guys designed this after the game. Like, the art team was done, so you just let them fuck around, and it doesn't mesh with anything, and it just...
Yeah.
Stop in-game pre-order bonuses. They're terrible. I want fucking cool-ass necklaces and little statuettes and sweet-ass classy art books and steel cases.
Yeah. I mean,
I've got a shelf, fucker.
I need to put things on it.
I want to buy for $60 a pit to throw my life in and some shit to put on that shelf. God damn it! I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
Fucking look at Ludar. Those fucking goodies that came with that game are so good that they're still amazing now. Fucking Portrait of Ruin with its timeline / poster /
awesome.
stylus / carrying case for the 2 fucking Castlevanias for the console. And then they came out with the third one and you went, it's okay. The third one goes in the DS.
I've still got a goddamn 7-inch stylus with white Tron Godzilla on top of it from Diamond and Pearl.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then if you pre-ordered both of those, you got the no shit. I'm not shitting you. You got the holder for both styluses.
So everyone will know.
Everyone knows.
Yes.
Shit, apparently, veteran Warcraft players, I can't remember the cutoff of, like, I think maybe if you've been playing since vanilla, they got emails recently to claim, like, a surprise gift, and it was like this badass metal statuette.
Yeah, I heard about that. Like 10 years or something.
Yeah.
At least.
You've been with us for 10 years. Here.
Have a statue
That's
this
of
incredible
yourself. Like,
That's awesome.
Have this good fan service. Speaking of which,
Fucking Blizzard, man.
I haven't taken a moment to call this on the podcast yet because Bob hasn't been here for us to have a small conversation about this, but apparently Mighty Number 9 went gold at the end of last month, so development's done and they're just working on porting it to everything. I think Bob agrees with me. I'm taking my stand. That game's gonna blow dick.
yeah.
Yeah.
At 100% confident.
Lovely.
I'm like, they're done with development? Shit, this is gonna suck. Because, seriously, that game, there are a lot of like, why did you do this sort of moments where you expect some studio like, say the people who made Freedom Planet, to come in and not understand nuance in minimalism in mechanics. Mm-hmm. There's some shit in that game that just doesn't make any sense. Like, if you hold down while you dash, you, in a way that is imperceivable, you are slightly smaller. So now you can go under these 2 razor blades in this one level. There's just tons of weird small mechanics like that. If you hold R2 and hit jump, you do a 180 jump, and then if you push fire in midair, you can shoot at a very specific angle downward.
Oh.
There's a bunch of weird fucking mechanics in there like that where you're just like... And there's also edge hanging and all sorts of other things that make it very not Mega Man, which is fine. You don't have to be Mega Man.
Right.
But it really helps if you have well-defined mechanics instead of just a pile of mechanics. Yeah, that game's gonna blow dick. So it's really unfortunate.
Something else went gold.
My dad. Oh,
was it
the
Evolve?
Order? The Order.
No, the Order. Oh, yeah, the Order
Both.
went gold. Yeah, no, but I heard Evolve went gold, and like the
And then
beta's
the beta.
starting soon.
Yep. Enjoy the beta. It went gold a week ago, you motherfuckers.
I think I might be with Workana on the order of every time I see it, I get a little more worried about it.
Yes, absolutely the right reaction. The problem is Sony's been wheeling it out for a year and a half now.
Yeah.
That is the major problem. Had they announced it less than a year and a half ago, had they not shown it off...
And also not done that weird thing where they act like everyone is automatically always super excited about it the most.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the fucking order! I'm like, oh, I'll care when I care, Sony. Give it a rest.
Yeah, and yet Bloodborne's like getting the level of hype they expected the order to get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the more they show it, the more interested I get.
Right? Every time I see something else in Bloodborne, I'm like, well, what the fuck else is there?
That's because every time they show Bloodborne, they add a little bit of depth to what your understanding of the universe and the mechanics are. Whereas the order is exactly what you thought it was the first time they showed it and announced it was single player only.
That fucking, when they had that kitchen scene.
Yes.
I'm sitting there going, oh, either this guy sucks at this, or this controls like crap.
Or this is just a normal B-grade cover shooter.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty as all hell.
Which, if it's super pretty, if the story's like, oh my god, that's retarded. Yeah! If it's awesome,
right.
I'll play a mediocre cover shooter.
It's weird to say this, but that sort of worked out for Heavenly Sword. Where, like, not mechanically a great action game, but really cool cutscenes.
Yeah, you wanted to keep going. You wanted to see more
graphics. It would have done better as an end of this year game, or a beginning of this year, or last year game. Sorry. It would have done better as an end of 2014 game, or early 2014 game. Apparently, this has been in development for 5 years.
Damn.
Yeah, they've been working on it forever. But yeah, in any case, that's really unfortunate. Infamous should have come out at the end of the year, so that way it could have had more game. Because, let's be fair, if it was any prettier, it would be real. I don't fucking...
Basically, you could smell the coffee. When's Bloodborne coming out?
February, March, because it got pushed back because they were like, we shouldn't release the order in that the same day
because it'll just be really embarrassing.
No, because they went, we got feedback from people and we need to work on this some more and we're gonna make a good game, and we're like, oh my god,
people do that still.
Oh, I can't wait to get.
Wait,
my
are you
nuts
listening?
kicked in.
What?
Hey, have you played Heroes of the Storm, Aggro?
I haven't.
Bob has it.
I forgot to opt into that. Shit.
I still haven't because my Blizzard account constantly gets hacked. Because I own Diablo 3.
Yeah, that'll do it.
God damn it, that angers me. Like, I try to not care, and it works, but then it's like, hey, here's the storm. It's cool. And I'm like, yeah, I would love to not constantly get hacked. It was great when I talked to tech support last. They're like, okay, so I'm looking at your account. I'm going to assume you haven't been signing in from China. No. So I'm going to assume the last time you logged in was 3 days after Diablo 3 came out. Yeah, I beat it and then I put it down. Okay, so I'm going to restore the account to that date then. Great. Thank you.
Like, just look at the map. You last logged in from Hyundai here. Oh, God, fuck. It's Jeff again.
1 second. Let me just get on this other line. Jeff, cut it out, man.
Hyundai.
Have you seen Chinese knockoff Adventure Time?
No.
Yeah. This is 10, 11 minute short. It is.
Is it actually a Chinese knockoff of Adventure Time, or?
It is super riffing on the same sort of themes and ideas, the same duo, but it's made by people who don't have a computer to properly animate.
Nice.
So it's brute force animation of the kind I haven't seen since like the 90s or early 2000s, made by a small team, small quotations, in China, just promoting this idea for a series they have. It's not translated at all. I watched the whole thing because I was just like, what the fuck is that thing? Because it's not a human. You don't have Jake the Finn and Dog the Human. You
Jake the Finn and Dog the
Yes,
Human.
no, you don't have them. You've never heard me say that?
No.
I've apparently never sung the Adventure Time theme around you because I always go, Jake the Finn and Dog the Human, it's time for Adventure Time.
I can bring up 2 people on Google that fit those descriptions. I mean, one's a Laplander, one's a bounty hunter. I don't know what to tell you.
But yeah, no, he's got some weird split head thing, and it's not a human. I don't know what it is, but it's not human.
Nice.
It's over there on Kotaku, so I guess you can go to Kotaku.
I could do that.
Could.
Or
not.
I could follow me here. Not go to Kotaku.
And then wait for me to
I
tweet
feel
it.
my day improving already.
So you should follow GigaBoots on Twitter and then go check out that tweet where I linked that thing so you don't have to go to Kotaku. You know how I constantly shit on Kotaku?
Yes.
No.
Yes. So in any case, there was a dude who was over at Retroware for a while, Laserfrog. Leo Wichtowski, I think. In any case, he went over to Kotaku after several months over at Retroware. Well, at some point, Facebook, because it does this, propagated me commenting on an article from Kotaku into his timeline. And because there weren't that many comments, he actually found my comment. So my comment was me shitting on the video editors over at Kotaku because it was their definitive guide on how you can record and make videos of video games.
Nice.
My comment was from the website that has some of the shittiest quality videos I found on the internet. His reply was just a sad face. I was like,
that cuts deep.
I wasn't including you in that list. I was thinking of you as the exception to the rule.
I'm sorry, let's still be friends.
Basically.
Like this is
And we
this will
still
be friends.
are.
Please don't tell Retroware the things that you've heard me say.
Man, fuck Retroware!
God, I am still
We
terrified.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm still constantly terrified that one day somebody Retroware is gonna listen to the pod.
Somebody is!
Oh yeah?
I found out Sonic Month, he started watching our shit.
Oh shit.
So I don't know how many podcasts he's caught where I'm like, man, fuck Retroware. Because it's never really fuck Retroware, it's fuck the quality of videos I'm getting from people who work at Retroware to cut this goddamn series. But since I don't work on that series anymore, the only way I get to say fuck Retroware is, hey, fuck Retroware. I don't even know. I clearly need to start a new series, The Video Game Years. It's done its run. I need to kickstart or Indiegogo a new series for Retro and be like, hey, it's going to be called Retro Spectacles, and we're going to get these experts on this and those experts on that, and fuck Retroware. And that'll be the whole video on Indiegogo, and people will be like, here's some money. Why do you say
check that
me?
domain name, fuck Retroware, and see if we can just pick that up. Oh, fuck.
I don't like that look.
Dan's giving me the I made a joke and then Dan's gonna do it look.
Most of SBF was that.
You're right, you may be familiar with this from all the shit we put on the internet.
Man,
what should we call the website?
Okay, so I started cursing in 3rd grade.
Right.
Maybe 2nd.
It's gonna take that at face value.
In any case. And yet, at some level, I still feel weird about the fact that one of our fans on GigaBoots has been watching us since they were 13 on SBF.
13-year-olds should not watch SBF sketches.
I know that.
I don't think 17-year-olds should watch SBF
At the
sketches.
same time, I'm like, I know I fucking saw things back then that weren't... Oh, man.
I can't, like...
Fucking conundrum.
To see horrible shit on the internet when we were 13, that took effort. And patience. I can't imagine how fucked up these kids are.
On TV and shit.
Yeah.
Like satellite TV.
Ooh.
And movies. And things like that.
I had basic cable, motherfucker. I had to work for my shit.
Plus, you lived in what is overtly a Christian household. I lived in a Christian household. With the quotation.
You were just white Americans.
Who wanted to feel morally superior. At least the upper part of this family unit was like that. Family units were like that. But in any case, yeah, so I constantly deal with that. I'm serious. If you're listening to this, every day I sit there and think to myself, fucking 13.
We have
SPF.
fucked this kid up.
And at the same time, I'm like, but man, fuck it, I saw shit like that. But I never... But I made that shit, but now...
How do you think those people feel?
I still can't believe we made that shit.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed by
you kids have balls.
Like, that's a joke to you? Holy shit.
But I think that was kind of what we were going for. We had decided to just say as much horrible shit as possible just to see how it felt.
See, because the thing with the Whitest Kids You Know, which we didn't know about the entire time we did SBF.
You fuckers didn't.
What? You did?
I'm trying to remember the timeline now.
Okay.
Because I remember it was like 2 years after I started watching the sketches and trying to shove them down your throats. You fuckers are coming back. Hey, have you seen this video? I hate you guys.
But yeah, the entire time we did SBF, as far as I know, none of us had seen Whitest Kids You Know. Because we stopped doing that in like 2009, really. Fun fact, the reason GigaBoots existed is because I got a new PC to make video game videos because that was popular on the internet, and we pitched ourselves to the website that I was formerly editor-in-chief of. And then the guy who owned it, like, had a baby at the exact time we had the
I remember that
promotional thing, and it was like, hey, is he going to get back to us? And he's like, dude, he just had a baby. Leave him alone. And by the time long enough had passed, I was like, fuck it. We're doing our own thing. Our promotion was so tongue-in-cheek, shit-tacular on purpose. It was incredible.
It was.
I do remember that.
It involved the exact delivery of words, words, words. People have had enough of words. Words are killing all the fun.
Yes.
And people. It was us pitching video reviews. Fuck. In any case. So yeah, just know that every day I think about that. I still haven't figured it out.
Because, I mean, like we go back and we view the shows that, like, oh man, that really shaped my sense of humor as a kid. Is there some dude out there that we... Fuck.
And he's still watching our stuff.
Shit.
Some of them stopped because video game videos were not their thing.
Right.
So they just jumped off 4 years ago. They're still subscribed to SBF, waiting. So when that moment comes, when it's just like, we made a fucking movie, motherfucker, you better buy it, they probably will.
Probably.
Just $8.
I was always creeped out by SPF fans. Because they were...
Fucking I never met any, except for the one who was a creep. Chased me around a college campus, now works with James at...
Like, literally chased?
Yes.
Huh.
Like horror movie style, where, like, I think we avoided him. And then he comes around the corner.
Huh.
Yes.
Nice.
No.
Yeah, because fuck.
He's now co-worker of James from SBF.
Oh.
So when Jay was at that store at one point, he's like, hey, Jay. He's like, I don't know you. Who are you? And he's like, oh, I'm James' friend. No, he fucking isn't.
Oh, you don't know me, but I know you.
And then he looked at the guy, and he had heard enough from James to go, oh, you're that fucking stalker. And he actually said it, too.
No, I believe it.
Because it's Jay.
Yeah.
From Males Got Talking.
Just surprised the guy wasn't like 2 aisles over. Goat fucker.
Yeah, I heard about that Whataburger story. Where Jay and you, I think it was, were at Whataburger, and some dude was like, hey, are you that guy from the Goat Fucker sketch? Or he recognized you for...
God.
I've never had that happen, except for that creep.
I think I hold the door open for him at a movie theater once.
See? You get off with Legend of... what was that? Hobo Kyle.
Kyle, yeah.
Yeah, fucking gets off on a Hobo Kyle. I love that I can write every role I've ever had in a sketch out, and nothing is lost. Except for the Orson Scott Card thing.
He's been the whiny bitch anchor of every story.
And there was a dude, Ryan's old roommate. What the fuck was that guy's name?
Nate Young.
Yeah, Nate.
Go to
Nate
hell.
was like, you guys don't really act in your sketches. And I'm like, what are you talking about exactly? Like, if you're saying we're like, our delivery is shitty and it's not believable, whatever. He's like, you guys are just acting like yourselves. And when I heard this, it fucking blew my mind. I was like, so you think if Aggro went missing for multiple days because he took me up on a dare I didn't even actually give him, I would spend my time sitting around the house whining and worrying? You're fucking retarded. what the shit? Like, my role in every sketch is nowhere near. Like, this is when I had the idea of we should film what would actually happen in every single sketch if we were ourselves. And most of them just end with, oh, eh.
Yeah. No.
Yep. It's like bad improv. The sketch ends 10 seconds in when someone goes, no. GigaBoots has been brought to you by the support of our producers Vincent Poverk and Cywolf via our Patreon. Consider becoming a GigaBoots patron today.